Hi, my name is Damon Duncan and I'm an attorney with Duncan Law. One of the most common misconceptions about bankruptcy is people think that if they file bankruptcy, the sheriff's going to show up and take their property. That's not at all true. If that was the case, almost nobody would ever file bankruptcy. What happens is within bankruptcy, property is typically protected through what's called exemptions. Now these exemptions are going to be different with every state. They have their own exemption laws that govern those. And there's also federal exemptions which will govern how property is protected. But let me use an example of one of the most common exemptions to illustrate how exemptions work. One of the more common exemptions is the motor vehicle exemption. And in North Carolina, at the date of this recording, you can protect $3,500 of a motor vehicle. Now let me kind of explain that in a little bit more detail. Say you have a 1995 Honda Accord. I'm just randomly picking a car. And I'm going to randomly make up a value for it as well. Let's say that 95 Honda Accord is worth $5,000. What you would do to protect your vehicle is we would use, like I said, a motor vehicle exemption. The motor vehicle exemption in North Carolina is $3,500. So we would take that $3,500 and we would put it on top of that car. Think of it that way. We put it on top of that car to protect $3,500 of it. Well, we said it was worth $5,000, so there's $1,500 that aren't protected. Then what we would do is we would use a portion of what's called your wild card exemption. It's $5,000 at the time of this taping here in North Carolina. It's $5,000 per person filing. So I would take $1,500 from that $5,000 wild card, and again, I would do what's called exemption stacking. I would stack that wild card on top of your motor vehicle exemption to protect the full value of that automobile. When you do that, your automobile is now protected. It can't be touched by the trustee or anybody else, your creditors or anything like that. So therefore, that's how exemptions, it's a quick illustration of how exemptions work. Now there's a list full of different types of exemptions. You'll want to make sure you speak with your attorney about the different types of exemptions that they're going to use to protect your property. But again, that's one of the biggest reasons and main reasons you'll need to hire an attorney, is they're going to ensure that you protect the property that you own. And you can do that using exemptions. Again, my name is Damon Duncan. We look forward to working with you. Don't hesitate to give us a call or email us if you have any questions. And until then, we'll see you soon.